Hello, everybody. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. It's Saturday morning for me. It is 9 a.m. We have a kitty cat. We have a cup of coffee. I said goodbye to my puppy, although it's, I'm gonna see him. He lives here, but like, give him a big hug. Oh, how are you guys doing this morning? It's one of those days where it's cold outside. And it's warm enough inside, although I am availing myself of my layers. And I'm looking forward to just gaming it up this morning and not doing anything particularly difficult. Although I do kind of want to heal some keys. So we'll see whether or not those become particularly difficult. But I was just browsing the Zoldyck. What you said about Awakened Frost made me want to browse my alchemy to see if anything is profitable. Frost is rough right now because... it's Tepid Versa, for one, which a lot of people use as their main thing, especially during progression. And then you need Rousing for refreshing healing potions, and then you need another Rousing for Dreamwalker's healing potions. And they also take Frozen Focus that also uses Awakened Frost. So it's like, it's in all of the different layers of getting these new best healing pots. And I've never in my life seen them be profitable. I think because of just how crazy... I've never made them because of how crazy the Frost is. Frozen Focus I'm pretty consistently doing fine on, even with the crazy prices on Awakened Frost. I'll probably make a batch of those right now, but the rest of it's just been trash. Sun came out, everything is amazing now. Did you see the Wowhead news? All the new Mogs coming, I'm so excited. The Monarch wings, man, those got me. I was just in awe, like trying them on in the model viewer and all the different models. I need them. I'm very excited about that. So let's check that out. Let's buy 200 Awakened Frost. Because we don't really want to go too crazy here. Let's do 300. Let's do 300. And then 3 times 8 is 24. So we'll do 2,400 Saxifrage. And then we'll just kind of assume that we have enough of everything else. We're just making some frozen focus right now. 2,400 of those. And that'll give us a nice chance to drink our coffee and warm our fingies up. Make sure we have some game sound on. That would be nice. A little music. Yeah, a little Draken music. TG Sil, thank you for the 3-month resub. Very much appreciated. Welcome back. And Mythologic with a 45-month resub. Holy smokes. Awesome. How you doing, Hazel and chat? I'm doing not too bad. I can't complain. I'm a little sleepy, but we can fix this with coffee and with future naps. I was up. It all evens out. I was up a little late because I had like one of those just incredible naps yesterday where you just kind of like sink into the oblivion. And then I was up a little late on the other side of it. What am I doing? Oh yeah, Frozen Focus. 300. I'll throw down an incense for that. Yeah, something like that. Make a bunch of those. Have fun. Teha, thank you very much for the 17-month resub. And Go Placidly with an 11-month resub. Thank you, guys. Good morning. Am I going to play Seasons of Discovery? Maybe. I don't think I'm going to know until it's, like, on top of me. Do you feel like you are not sufficiently rich? It's just kind of fun. It's just kind of fun. It's a shame that I enjoy this with fake money, and I don't enjoy it at all with real money. Not a finance girly, and that's a bit of a shame because I probably could have done better in life. I think you're supposed to play Sleepy for the Emerald Dream patch. I was in the raid recently and I had the shower thought of it's kind of criminal that there are not more mechanics that put us to sleep in the Emerald Dream raid. There's like 1 or 2 from the trash, but it's nothing really that crazy. Not too difficult. It was okay. I was really in the zone up through recording it, and then I kind of derailed before I started editing, and it took me a while to get started, but once I got started, it was fine. I haven't played any hardcore in a while. I think I have a lack of capacity to play 2 things at once, and when I was playing hardcore, I really wasn't playing very much retail at the end of the season, and now that the new season has started, I'm not really playing any hardcore. I think I might go back to it, but I don't know that for sure. It's impossible to say. Are you guys the people that can put in earrings without looking at them? Yeah, there we go. Although sometimes I think I can put in earrings without looking at them. And then I discover that I've put 2 earrings into the same piercing and put no earrings into the other piercing. Fake money, there's no major risk. Yeah. How would you know you wouldn't like it? When have you crafted 300 Frozen Focus IRL? This is a good point. Hope you're enjoying the decent weather we're getting after the week-long rain fest. Good luck in Keys. Hit you with a lurk. Heading out for a few hours. Nice, thank you. It's been lovely. It's been nice to have a bit of drier ground so that the dog isn't like, you know, sopping wet like a buffalo that fell in the water hole every time he comes in the door. Everyone's excited. Least or most favorite dungeon yet? No, not really. I need to do them more. And I'm also trying this really annoying thing where I'm trying to just let them all be and not rank things quite so much, which makes for terrible conversation, but, you know, just like embrace them for what they are. Be with the one in front of you. Make the best of the present moment. It's incredibly pretentious. And I want to thank you very much for the 40-month resub. Thank you for all the months. Thank you for all the months. You can say Throne of Tides is awful, it's okay. What difficulty did we do it on yesterday? I've only run Throne of Tides once. I think it was a 5, so nothing like insane. Was it a 5? Was it an 8? I guess I can find out in a sec when I log over. I didn't hate it. It was also funny because, oh no, I think it was like an 8 or a 9. And I remember it was funny because I had this 417 item level Demon Hunter tank from LFG. And the very first pull, they got like beaten into pulp, and I was like, what item level are they? Oh, it's gonna be one of these runs. But they were great. It went fine. It was a little spicy healing, but it wasn't a problem. I actually had a lot of fun. I just wasn't prepared for the mechanics changes because I had looked up nothing. That was a research fault of my own. It's just that one wing. Which one do people not like? Is it the one heading towards Azamat, the Mindbender Gersha, rather? Or is it a different part? I didn't care for the zappy eels. I thought they were really cute until they zapped me, and then I felt less warm to them. So that's like 46k worth, and that's like 100k worth. So we're just gonna send all of that up. Anything else worth making? Oh yeah. Let's double check that. Yeah. Yep. I'll bite. Give me 500 of those. Yeah. 16,000. Oh, no. Give me 1,000. Give me 2,000 of those. And then 32,000 Aukenbloom. So like another 12,000. Oh, just give me 16k. Yeah, those have come up off the ground a lot. Okay, so that was it. That was about half of my money, but that's okay. Tepid Versa is a fairly safe investment as far as these things go. And also, if I lose money, it's fake money. Let's make a batch of that. Yeah, 1,000 of those. Send it. Wish we had more control over what dungeons we get for keys. Good practice for you. Yeah. Last boss not even the same at all. Yeah, I was expecting to be familiar with any of it, and I was not. First boss does a lot of AoE damage, ramps in higher keys. Hazel, you're not helping the price of Frost! Yeah, that's true. Oh, you're gonna need to... Listen, if you want to help the price of Frost, you need to make it really cool and trendy and hip and with it and fun looking to farm Frost. You got to increase the supply out here. I think this is extra inflated because of the Race to World First. Those people, and I guess like also, you know, other people. I don't know exactly how much of the market is fueled by that, but they go through a bunch of stuff. And now that it's a region-wide auction house, you know, I could be making a Tepid Versa file that could be used by somebody somewhere. Maybe not like in the race, but maybe like a fill in their splits or something, you know? Yeah, safety. Glad I seem to get enough from Irving and mine. You don't have to buy it. Partner's going to give our dog a bath. She does not like bath. He's very brave. Oh man, that's always fun. Starting to heat up. I just happened to have my eyes on the screen for the Smolderon kill from Max's guild last night. That was cool. It was neat. Mythic Smolderon looks fun. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'll check back in with that every now and then today. Not on stream, but just like having it on in my living room. I also got my white riding camel. The drop came through, so that's nice. Extra one. Evening haze, my time. Splits are always such a drag. Thought Smolderon would be a bigger wall. Yeah, I'm very interested to see how the pace of the rest of the race goes. Is this gonna be a 1 week clear? Are they gonna extend? Are they gonna reset? Who's to say? We'll find out. Echo's wiping at like 5% on Tindral or Smolderon. So many tepid versus proc multicraft proc Smolderon. Oh, I see. Max said Frack phase 3 is extremely hard. Got that Tobias pet yesterday. Nice. I was thinking about how I have not gone back and done any further work on the Secrets of Azeroth, and how one day, what if Dragonflight's over and I'm just out here poking around with runes and stuff? Because on dinner break, remember Halandris being a crab from hell out of nowhere that ruined everyone. Sepulcher was just like an unreasonable race, and I feel like it scared them, and they've tuned every raid ever since to be like easier than that. They've not gone close to that, because that was like physically breaking people. Hello, chat and Hazel. Hello. I'm sure people have like genuine residual trauma from having participated in that race. How long did Sepulcher take? Yeah. Weeks. Easy it is to get Marks of Honor from random BGs, having fun collecting old mage sets. Nice. I need to figure out at some point in my life what kind of, here, sometimes what I like to do is midway through crafting, I'll just go chuck up what I've made so far, just so they can start selling, and then I'll keep crafting. So, those ones. I gotta figure out what honor gear to bind my druid and maybe start... Well, am I gonna start playing her this early? Maybe. I feel like I should just do keys. It took so long Max's guild had to fly back home, they didn't book the hotel for long enough. I was hearing that people were like having to go back to work because they'd taken 2 weeks off work for the race. And then the 2 weeks passed and they were like, well, I have to go back to my job. Basic war mounts, just Marks of Honor 2. Former mounts could get sooner than later. Nice. Yeah, it would be cool if there was an extra phase. But I'm not following anything too closely. Oh, people are buying my tepid versatility files. Yes. Oh, people are buying my primal convergence and my aerated mana potions. This has been the most fun gold making. I think Dragonflight gold making is what I kind of wanted it to be all along, at least for alchemy. I can't speak to armor crafting. I don't know what's going on over there. But for this is beautiful. I love the stats. I love the specs. I love the region-wide auction house. I love just queuing up 1,000 to something and then selling all of them and having them all go within a day. It's amazing. Good background noise while I clean or work. Love just crafting resources. Yeah. I don't have the patience to sit on things that are like high value but low sale rate. I need to craft things that have like any value and then a good sale rate because I just need things to move. I don't have the patience to sit on them and wait and figure out if I'm losing too much in deposits. Moonbow, thank you for the 17-month resub. Recently came back. Getting War Within next month. Get Dragonflight. Any tips? I don't think you're going to be that lost. You haven't been gone that long. I don't know why I keep reading these because I feel like I should have good tips and I've like run out of good tips. It's just a big game with a lot of different things you can do. Where's my highest pros where it's getting leatherworking? Confused trying to watch the race before. What are splits? Splits are when... Okay, I'm going to try to answer this, but I'm a little fuzzy too, so chat, correct me if I mess up. Splits are when the raid will break into a bunch of different groups with either one or a couple of raiders in each group, fill the rest with people that are there to help, and then run a bunch of separate instances of the lower difficulty of the raid, and then have that gear funneled to those characters as best as they can. Or just, like, have a chance, like, everybody gets their own chance. They're not fighting each other for loot. Kind of maximizing your lockout. There was, tier set trading in particular was a thing where they were, like, paying people that already had their tier and therefore could trade another one. Or, like, I guess you can just pass on this stuff now because of the need before greed. You don't have to worry about trading it. So, yeah, basically just funneling gear to those people. My Tepid Verses are guaranteed 3. Aren't you wasting money right now? Well, congratulations on your Tepid Verses being guaranteed 3. I'm just going to go ahead and make a blanket statement for the rest of my life that if you're worried that I'm not doing something optimally in-game, just don't worry about it and don't feel like you gotta let me know. It's okay. Just let me waste my gold. It's all right. I appreciate the virtuous intent behind you trying to help, but, you know, I'm a big kid. Let me make my own mistakes. Lost in the edit UI, think I like it, just not used to it. Any content shouldn't miss in Dragonflight except the story. Content you shouldn't miss in Dragonflight. Depends on what you like. There's a lot of collecting stuff. There's a lot of cute little side quest areas. There's... I don't know, the renowns are nice. There's a lot of cool stuff you can get through the renowns. How many mounts are you on now, and which are the main mounts you're working on? It's a good question. How many mounts do I have? Somewhere in the range of 800 mounts. I'm not actively farming anything right now. In theory, the Abyss Worm from Mr. Sassy and Tuma Sargeras is next on my list, but I kind of don't have the heart to step into old raids until War Within, or at least the War Within pre-patch, because I want to get transmog on all the different armor types. Yeah. Got the Abyss Worm last week, took 44 attempts. Nice. I think my plan is to do what I was kind of doing during the BlizzCon stream, where I was just running the LFR wing in question on all of the characters that I had, because it's super easy to just use their dollar and Hearthstone to send them out there, run the LFR wing, and then get your chance at it. Today is my birthday. Do you think I should buy myself the frog mounts? Ribbit. Happy birthday, Jeff. Max mana warbands. Warband is just a term that they're using to kind of brand this collection of improvements to account-wide gameplay. So your account, all the characters in your account are your warband. They're not in like separate buckets or anything like that. Anyway, so long mount collection's fallen so far behind. More celebrate the mounts that you got, enjoy the ones that you have, and then maybe pick like one that you like that you don't have yet and work on that one, and don't worry about the rest of those. Those aren't a problem yet. You can only ever farm one at a time. Just whichever one's in front of you next. Hi, kitty cat, how you doing? Kitty, should we prioritize Everbloom and Throne of Tides keys to try to get a good trinket, or should I just run anything to try to get my score up? I feel like maybe I should try to do my score. I was thinking of just jumping into pugs. Yeah, 5 tunes are in the fire just for looks. Exactly, yeah, it's just kind of like a display thing. Oh, I'm so excited for the account-wide reagent bank. Holy moly. I don't really farm many of my own herbs. I might farm more of them if I could just dump them into the bank on my herbalist and then craft with them out of that bank on my alchemist. I feel like I want to see what they're doing and what else they're doing for professions in War Within before I really commit to getting into it, but it sounds like it could be so good. Can we call them efficiencies? Because improvements is subjective. Yes, yes, we can do that. Go for score. Saturated with healers right now. Shared mapcraft. I hope that the warband bank is big. Or at least the reagent one, because Storing mats for like 10 professions is going to be more mats than just storing them for 1 or 2. Tempted to use the 3-day head start, not even level my main, take my gather ult to max first, and strip mine and nerve. Yeah. Wouldn't worry about score, gets done in background, target farming doesn't. There's something, if I get like a certain amount of score in an achievement, I believe I get a free tier piece, which then I could catalyze another thing to maybe get 2 set. There's something maybe to that, but I don't remember how much score I need and how achievable that might be. They revealed the classes for the Earthen Dwarves. It was everything except for Demon Hunters, Druids, and Evokers, right? You need 2k to get tier. Okay. 2k score for tier. At Keystone Master. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, it's not like crazy in range for like the moment. I think they can. I don't remember. This is something that we could Google though. Here, let me find out. Let me stop making stuff up and actually look it up. Earthen classes War Within. Further details revealed. Available to Horde and Alliance. Da-da-da-da-da. That's the whole article? Thanks, Wahid. That was probably part of the live blog. Earth and Allied Race preview. Nope, that's more of the live blog. Those are just pictures. They said which ones they were. They said... hey, I got it right. Everything except for Demon Hunter, Druid, and Evoker. So yes, they can be Paladins, they can be Shamans, they can be Warlocks, they can be Monks, they can be Death Knights. Everything except for Demon Hunter, Druid, and Evoker. I remembered. Yeah, 1600 in PvP is the other thing. What race needs more customization? Gnomes! Gnomes! We still have just 1 page! I was looking at my gnome's haircut and her hair, and I was like thinking about changing it. And I was looking at the other options, because there was a haircut that I really liked in Classic for gnomes. And I was like, well, maybe I would like the modern version of that. But they changed it so much in the modern version that I don't really like it anymore. It kind of loses the essence of what I liked about it. And regular gnomes, just, you want to see what they can do? Here, I'm just about done crafting. I'll log over and I'll show you. Moonkins have more options than gnomes. I think maybe Mechagnomes might be worse off, but maybe they aren't. I don't know. Here, let me see. So another 47k worth of that, another 498k worth of that. And then we have, yeah, 300k incoming, another 700 on there. So if all of that goes, we're in somewhere in the range of 1.8 mil, which would be an improvement over what I started with. So not mad at that. Moonkins are amazing, so that's okay. This is true. This is true. When will they let us be Panda Pallies? Desperate for Mechagnome customization. So you're that one person that plays the Mechagnome. I like Mechagnomes. I don't know why I don't have one right now. I wish they had funner. What grade am I in? I wish they had more fun hair colors. It seems crazy to me that a race that has embraced cybernetic enhancements is like pink hair dye. Ew. That's too much. Yeah, I was in the barbershop when I logged off. So like, don't get me wrong, beautiful. But you have the 1 page of options. You've got your handful of skin colors. You've got 7 faces. The hair is a little better. We've got some hair colors and we have some hairstyles. You can be blind. That's actually in both eyes. That is tempting. That's horrifying. I love it. Actually, you know what? It's kind of better than this eye shine situation. What if I make her stone blind in, oh, you can still see the eye shine. I was gonna say in protest of this crazy pen light eye shine until they fix it. But I don't know if it's better. and then you have earrings and earring color. So there's that. Oh, I can make them blue. Yeah, it's not nothing, but it's hard not to be a little jelly when you see some of the other races, especially some of the newer ones. The hairstyle I was looking at that I liked on Classic was this one, because I don't know, I got short pink hair and I wanted her to have short pink hair. But it's just so big on the front. It's so big and fluffy on the front that it's just kind of not what I had in mind. It's not that big in the classic version of it. Morning hair. Yeah, that was the one I was kind of thinking of, but I feel like I'm pretty attached to the ponytail. I might turn off her eyes for a while, though. I'll probably fix this later, but like... Nobody's even gonna notice. It's not like anybody zooms in on my gnome that much to be like, ah, you know. It's the best one. Well, my hair still know what you mean. Because I had a fun time when I was considering cutting my own hair very short, balding all my WoW characters. But when you actually take the proper bald for gnomes, they really commit to it. They really commit to it. It's not like with Drakthir where I had scales in my head. And I'm not actually looking for bald. I'm looking for something that kind of reminds me of my buzz cut. And that was the closest one. There are a few other short ones. There's this one, which is a little more of a shag. And then there is, what else do they have? Few things. She'd be like, here. Have you used glasses in your gnome? Would it help with the eye shine at all? It's a good question, actually. Maybe we should try it. Oh, yeah, and then the bob is actually quite short, too. The bob's really cute. I like the bob a lot. But, yeah. Here, let's try mocking some glasses on her. But I think I'm maybe a bit odd in wanting my game character's hair to match my exact haircut. That might be asking a bit much. I did it in Animal Crossing. I managed to, in Animal Crossing, get a short, buzzed-looking pink hair on her, and I adore it. So we're gonna do that, and then glasses. So we could give her, like, shades. Okay, that's kind of cool, actually. Hey, I'm your healer. Everybody stay calm, it's gonna be alright. Rainbow trailing is a toy. It's called the Prismatic Bauble. Rainbow. People often want to relate to their tune. But I also really enjoy that she's a gnome. And in other ways, I am not very much like a gnome. For one thing, I'm long and stringy like a bean. Yeah, I'm doing that. I'm putting those glasses on. Everybody stay calm. Alright. So, let me see my score. I have 871 score. What do I want? I know, I wanted a Taldazar. I would love to run everything on kind of at least like a 10 or an 11 would be good, but like starting with these ones on the edge just to kind of fill them in a little bit. I might look for an Taldazar just to kind of remind myself of what was going on in it. Ooh, also I need to pick out a raptor for that. What's a good Taldazar mount? We have lots of raptors. I could just kind of run it like a fossilized raptor. That's not bad. I've been trying to. I want like matching mounts for the different dungeons. I should also take a real quick look at the dungeon journal just to see if they changed anything big. I know that Taldazar used to be a Mythic Plus dungeon, so like it can't be that different. I believe I remember the basics of it. I know that one. This one. Yeah. You hide behind the thing and then you run away from the thing. And then, yeah, I think I know that one. Let me see if I can find one of those. Dungeons, find a group. Oh, you know what I need to get back is that add-on I was using. It was really good. It was, what was it called? I guess I'll find it in my list. It was for, like, signing up to groups and organizing and sorting groups in the group finder. Pre-made group finder, that's the one. Turn that back on. Didn't change much, if anything, but a toilet I saw. I can't wait to find out if I am any better at not getting toasted by the wall fire hoses. Those have a tendency to murk me. Read pre-made dungeons. Find a group. A Taldazar. What are these acronyms? I just don't know them yet. AD is a Taldazar, I suppose. Alright. Looking for like a 11 would be great. Because 11 is when they start dropping Worm's Crests, is that correct? Did I make that up? Oh, they let me in. I guess I'll head out there. They remove some of the snapping? Okay. Okay, reverse now, ranged goes on the ledge, tank and melee stay on the bridge. Loot spec Shadow. Was my loot spec Shadow this entire time? When I was doing that Throne of Tires in the Everblooms yesterday, was I on Shadow? Because that's not cool. We don't like that. Can't remember what zone, what dungeon's for in the portal room. They have like themed mobs around the edge of it, kind of, but it's a bit of it's not like wildly obvious. They're not super bright. BFA nostalgia. These zones are just incredible. I love this expansion. Is it just because I like plants? Look, I could sleep in this thing. Portal should just be named after the dungeon instead of the zone. Billy Bob Fred. Oh dear. Alright. Hey! Familiar face. That's a great. I gotta water some of my plants today. I need to do like the rounds and visit all of them and see who is dying. I have a few that might be a little thirsty. Alright, I'm gonna re-up my haste rune. I'm gonna re-chug a Tepid Versa. You have to bring them in for winter? I don't set any of my indoor plants outside anymore. I kind of do strictly separate outside and inside plants. There are plenty of plants that would do great with the rotation, but every time I've tried to do that in my life, I've always brought in bugs. And I just don't have the energy for it anymore. Painting Crick, thank you for the 4-month resub. Woohoo! Finally caught a stream again? Welcome back. I need to pull my beets. I still have beets in my outdoor planter, and I have not, like, looked into them. And I should, they might be rotting. I need to see what happened with those. They're not going to get any bigger. Free protein for Moose. You know what he did this morning? He was waiting by the door for me to harness him up so I could take him outside in his morning walk. And there was a piece of mud that had dried and fallen off of my boot from the night before, and it was on the mat by the front door. And he looked at it, and then he went, ow, and then he ate it. It's dirt! Why you gotta eat dirt? I didn't think he would eat it. I thought we were past this. There's a urban legends that one of the fields that we take him to gets fertilized with like fish oil or something, and that's why the dogs like eating the dirt so much there. The more that we go to these different parks and talk to other people with dogs, the more like levels of like rumors and mystery and old dramas you uncover. It's pretty incredible. It's like playing an RPG where like you're talking to an NPC and they're like, years ago there was a strange occurring up at the manor, and it's but like in real life with the dog park. Are you feeding him enough? He insists that we're not. And we are feeding that boy, but like his body condition's still really good. He's just having a growth spurt, I think. Plus he's exercising his heart out whenever we take him out. So I've been giving him like big meals plus snacks. He swears it's not enough. Fish emulsion? Yeah, maybe. Real life lore. Oh yeah. All right. I'm here. I'm ready to help summon. Am I in my key spec? I am in my key spec. Alright, coffee gun. Done. Coffee finished. All gone. I swear the older I get, the more I revert to being childlike in nature. I think just because there aren't that many people left around in real life to judge me anymore. Not that anybody ever did, but I don't feel like I need to look particularly grown up for anybody in particular. So I've just embraced the fact that as long as I'm paying my rent, I can live my life. Shackle Undead. I'm gonna use Dominate Mind. I'm gonna take Dominate Mind for it. Were you always a gnome? No, I didn't start as a gnome. My first gnome happened in the beginning of... What? Was I a gnome? I might have been a human. I forget. I've changed around a lot. I would go back and forth between human and gnome. But this character, at least, was created towards the end of MoP. And beginning of WoD. She had a different name back then. She might have been started as a human and then changed to a gnome. I don't really remember. I have all the various buffs. That's good. Crazy real life lore video about WoW that's going around? I did not. It sounds sensational. Okie dokie. Oh, wait. Alright, don't walk on the things.
Find shelter.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I might have done it. I don't want it. I'm trying to bring it in. And like fade.
Find shelter.
This isn't gonna work, is it? I've had this thing forever. Oh, I'm in trouble. I'm dead. I wonder if they can finish it. Still remember the Void Elf phase. I was very excited about Void Elves for a hot minute there. I thought that that was my destiny. I was gonna really commit. I don't even have a Void Elf now.
Shelter.
I don't know what happened. Oh man, your character looks great. Your Mog is killing it. Repair, yeah, apparently. Alright, I think if I release, I should be fine, because I'm just going to pop up here and I'll meet up with them. At least you have a good looking corpse. Add-on for healing, just mouse over macros. Just the global mouse over setting. If you open your settings and you search for mouse over, there's a single checkbox that you can use to turn on mouse over casting. I just turn that on and then that's it. Job done. I used to use mouse over macros, but I find that the global setting is pretty much good enough for me. I figure I'll set up macros again if I ever really need more specific tools, but for the time being. And I managed to get through like my 20s last season and my heroic raid and everything without needing anything fancier than that. Oh, I'm glad you like the voice pack. Probably needs an update. Add that to the list of things that I'll get around to at some point in my life. It's so nice out today. It's like it's cold out there. It was like 5 degrees this morning, but it's like sunny. It's kind of like that warm yellow looking sun. It was nice. There's some big birdies out there.
2, 1.
Still kind of getting the hang of everything. I think it's going to take me more than just a week to remember how to play Holy Priest. Or at least to make better choices when I'm playing it. I'm misusing my cooldowns a lot, especially in regards to my damage. But that's okay. If I was perfect at it the first week, then I wouldn't have anything else to work on.
Defensive.
I don't want this. I don't know how I got it, and I don't want it.
3, 2, 1.
Why did I Shadowward Pain it? That was a weird choice. Like I thought it was an explosive or something. Baked beans hard to make. No. They are not hard to make. I found them time consuming to make, but a lot of it was not active time. A lot of it was just kind of letting them cook over a while. Baking them, so to speak.
Three, two, one.
Well. I have a trauma response to this pack. Yeah, this trash in this whole half seems, exciting. This is an 11. This is definitely higher than the ones I was doing lately. Alright, is my mana okay? Yeah. I need to buy some more mana stuff. I have Ley Wine on me. I gotta buy some Dragon Spittle or whatever that is. I think this water maybe is only okay. Alright.
Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step.
3, 2, 1.
Phase 2.
There we go.
Watch your feet.
Oh no. Okay, okay, I got it.
Watch your feet.
That's bad. Okay. We're gonna do this. And we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. I did not notice that second one in the back. I was like seeing that cast and I was like, where is that from? All the way tucked into the corner.
Watch your feet.
3,
Okay, I'll get this one.
Watch your
1.
feet.
Oh, it's on cooldown. Oh, I don't have a silence. Okay, there's blind at least. I did not realize that my Dominate Mind had a cooldown.
Watch your feet. Watch your feet.
This is news to me. There we go. Dead boss. No problem. 2-chested at 13 yesterday. You're doing great. Yeah. They bump up follower dungeons to Mythic 0. Well, you get the true Mythic 0 experience of the tank pulling everything and blaming you for it.
2,
Oh, man.
1.
Listen, if I'm not getting bullied in chat by the robots, I don't know if it's really preparing me for real life. This is a fun dungeon so far. I'm excited for Alonza. I've always liked that boss. The dip into the corrupted blood to break the thingy. Or to corrupt her blood. Sepsis the fight.
Three, two, one.
I can do more damage. Imperial Blazes every 1 minute. I guess sometimes you're busy. Oh, I hate patrolling packs. And trying to skip them. I'm no good at it. Magnus just installed the still tapping his foot. Jump in. Where did you go? Tested the follower dungeon mechanic, die, the robots rage quit the party.
One.
Oh man. Wounds, champion, the wounds. Did we just all like collectively have voice acting on for BFA? I don't remember any Dragonflight. I guess it was just because it was so repetitive. I don't remember Dragonflight having any voice lines that were quite that memeable. Could have just been like a lack of repetition, because there are some pretty good voice lines. If you're in a Mirror Cell and you're fighting Council, do yourself a favor and turn on voice acting, like dialogue sound for it. It's great. I don't want to go too close to the boss.
Take damage.
Three,
Scared me.
two, one.
That says that's dispellable, but like I keep hitting my dispel and it keeps. I guess it's on cooldown. That's probably why. That would make sense. Item level 448. My trinkets are terrible. I have no tier, but I have just slammed item like direct item level to gear just with Flightstones like Drake's Crest and stuff. So my item level is okay, but I could use some toys. Deleted my druid. What's next on the list? What's next in the story of Scarlet? Also, how are you? Guild. Yeah, that's no good. That's not a road that leads anywhere that you want to go down.
Three,
Fine. Suppose? I'll take that.
two, one.
Dispel boss.
Somebody get it already? Oh.
Take damage.
That must suck as a melee. It seems hard to get back far enough to get one, especially... I tried to take a far one, but I probably could have taken an even farther one. Alright, I will dispel the boss in a minute. I'm busy. Also, I think somebody else must have it. I don't know who. 2 paladins, a warrior, and a rogue. Who else can do an offensive
Take
dispel?
damage.
Why not? Nice. Nice and easy. I like that fight a lot. Thinking about doing an alt purge. Leveled a lot of races for Heritage in the Time Waste event. Rogues have a dispel with Shiv. Oh. Play DPS. It isn't too hard. If you find one, let me know. I'm kind of interested in that too. Oh gosh. Because, like, wouldn't it be fun for me to have a DPS arc? Just like an alt. You know, like a little, like last season was actually really fun. I liked doing normal Avarice and like a couple of keys on a few different things. I thought that was really good. Ow. Regret. Pain. Suffering. BM Hunter's super easy. I just don't believe you guys.
14.
I feel like a lot of people that say that, and
What's
my
this?
apologies if this is rude of me. They just haven't played it in like 2 expansions. I'm sure it's not hard to like get started with, but I've always found the frenzy stack juggling to be a lot of
Watch your
babysitting.
step.
A lot of babysitting. Destrolock is fun. You sure I shouldn't tell you if you might do something suboptimally? Yes, specifically you. You've hit your limit of advice and you are officially cut off. My eyes have been glaring at Destrolock. Never play Affliction, that's too many dots. Mm.
Three, two, one.
Run out.
Every time I think that I want to play Warlock, I try it, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I don't want to play Warlock. Oh, we stack
Watch
for this,
your
don't we? That's
step.
right. Sorry, I was running away from you guys. Forgot about that. Feral was the spec that made me realize I'm as mechanically gifted as a jellyfish. Ow. Don't touch those. Maybe I should play a Frost DK.
Run out.
Oh no!
Two, one.
Watch your step.
So I didn't get very far away. But at least I mind controlled the ad. DK is very aesthetically cool. Frost has a lot of procs. Panda Beard, I think. Thank you very
Run out.
much for the 2-month resub. Meow.
Three, two,
Watch your step.
one.
Hey, we did it. We did it. Are you gonna be okay? You're still dying. DKs are the best looking sets. Frost DK is fun. Main ultimate triangle, a little tricky. Destrolock is a 4-button class, 3 builders and a spender. Could be Panda B3 third, who's to say? Alright. I got 153 points for that. It was beautiful. Also an offhand. Ooh, champion offhand. I was using a veteran offhand. This one doesn't have as good stats, but that's okay. I'm just after item level right now. Cool. Also, Transmon. Thank you very much. GG's. I'm going to head back to town. And I'm going to figure out what next. How do you feel with the +1 crit strike? Okay. Put on my new vessel. Champion 2 of 8 at 457. Oh, I see. So mine was veteran 8 of 8. But because I had those upgrades, I should be able to catch it at least up to that point without, don't mind me grand mounting in Veldraken. I should be able to catch it up to that point without needing any more crests at least. I have done a Murder Cell. I full cleared normal with my guild on Wednesday, and then we did a couple heroic bosses on Thursday. Monk Simple, hit the button you didn't hit before. Yeah, so I don't need any crests until Champion 5 of 8. When you start needing Worm's Crest. I have Worm's Crest, but I'm scared to use them because I feel like I should I feel like I should save them for, like, I don't know, doing like a weapon recraft, like getting a, here, if I, how many Worm's Crest do I have? I have 66 Worm's Crests. 66 of 90, so a decent amount. So if I just want to take a look at something here. If I go to the enchanting vendor and I buy, yeah, I can afford one of those. So if I buy one of these and then I need some mats maybe. Professions, enchanting. Because I just happen to have all this. Enchanted Worm's Dreaming Crest. So if I buy the stuff I need for that. 260. 18 of those. And a Dracathist. Which weeklies gave more gold? I miss emissaries. I miss them being like, hey, go do 3 world quests and they'll give you a couple thousand gold. I liked that. I thought it was really good. Even in Shadowlands, when they inexplicably gave us grays that we could vendor for gold instead of gold, I thought that was good too. So, Enchanted Worm's Dreaming Crest. Make one of those. And then... oh, I got an Enchanting Launch. Yeah, okay. Recraft my weapon with that. Oh, I need Runed Writherbark and a Primal Molten Alloy, that's right. One of the reasons I've gone for a weapon craft is just so that I can let everybody else kind of have the weapons that drop in our raid, and not be competing for those, because they're pretty hot commodities right now. And also, it's something I can like kind of stick my flavor pocket on and not worry about, so. Whew. Not the perfect or optimal choice by any stretch of imagination, but it's one that I've kind of had fun with. Plus, I can make it myself. I never get to make my own stuff. Okay, so now I'm gonna recraft my torch, and I'm gonna use my best reagents, and I'm gonna use my thingy, and I have an insight just to guarantee it, and then that should bump it to 476. Auctionist autocomplete an add-on? Yeah, I'm using Auctionator. Gold world quests are pretty good. 3 of those would give the same amount as an emissary. Yeah, I like the little baby to-do list though. I feel like I won't just like check the map and then just like go do the world quests that I see have gold on them. I need them to tell me, hey, go hang out in the Azure Span for a while, you know? Thinking about how you can improve the Dragonflight experience with things we did in Shadowlands? How would you feel the take 10 stacks of this, get shot out of the air, you get in elite areas? Would it impact your enjoyment of the game if it also applied in Veldraken? Oh, man. This chat telling you not count. I think I've lost track of what we're talking about. Oh, all right. Okay. 449 now. How are my flight stuns doing? Oh yeah, I got lots of flight stuns. Oh, go do Gold World Quest. Oh, yeah, true. You know what I haven't been using that I think has also impacted my desire to do Gold World Quests? Is I haven't had World Quest List on because I swear it throws errors all the time, even when it's updated. But then again, I haven't had it on for ages because it was throwing errors like, I don't know, a year ago. So and I'm unwilling to mouse over each world quest in his own to find out which ones give gold. So if you turn this on and you filter it, if I just do world quests, there's 6,600 gold available from just doing the gold ones. And that does not include an extra, like, what are these, 500 each? So like 1k, 2k, 3k. So you could get like almost 10k gold just from doing the gold world quest plus the dragon racers and every character that you wanted to do it on. It's not nothing. Especially if you don't know anything, if you don't have a better plan of what to do when you log on. That add-on is called World Quest List. World Quest List. It'll replace the icon of a world quest to show the rewards of it. And then it gives you a big list that you can kind of like filter and sort by faction or time remaining or rewards, and it'll total up everything at the bottom for you. It was also throwing errors for me for a while, but, and I'm going to turn it back off because apparently I don't, forgive. How do you unlock more world quests? I want to say campaign. I want to say doing the main campaign should get you those world quests. And then maybe you might need to do more side quests. Maybe? I don't know. Making stuff up now. Pump for AI dungeon mates. Learn how to tank and heal in a relaxed environment. Listening to a video, watching the stream took me a while to realize I'm not on YouTube. We're live! Giving yours like a week. Year later, it is still off. Yeah, that tracks. I am gonna take a short break and then I'm gonna look for another key. I'll be right back. Okay. I want this one in, and I can put this away in the drawer. And I got some water. And I have an electric heating pad just to warm up my fingers. It's not even, I don't even think it's that cold in here. I just, I don't move enough. I don't move enough when I'm gaming and my extremities begin to hibernate. Got the Epic War Within because I know my enhanced channel will use all of it. Boosting the luck. Lazy. Don't want to level. Completely fair. Alrighty. What do I need? I was quite happy to get all that score in Atal Dazar. That is now my second best key score-wise. If I was looking to boost up the bottom end, my Galakrond's Fall is only a 2. So I feel like I could just kind of look for keys on the right-hand side of this list and then do them one at a time. Aiming for 11s is good because those do give Worm's Crest. I could use a few more of those, although I'm getting kind of close to being crest capped. I could get some of those. I'm kind of nervous about putting them into gear because I've been like hoping I'll get, I don't know. I guess there's really no harm because it's just a flight stone lost if you replace the thing because you can, you know, catch up the upgrades anyways. So maybe I should just dump the rest of my, I know I used a bunch of them to recraft my weapon, but I think that was a good move. Or I'm happy with that move anyway. I just don't know what, okay, here's what I'm saving my crest for. I want to get a good trinket and then I want to juice it. So I don't want to like dump all of my crest in case I get a good one, you know? Fugelfish, thank you for the 16-month resub. It is my birthday week, celebrated with friends last night, and now celebrating with my favorite streamer. Thanks for the raid guides, Hazel. Happy birthday, Fugelfish! I hope you had a fantastic time with your friends. Trinkets and rings always have to reinvest the crest? I don't think that's the case. It may be that until you've done both slots, it might be like a 2 slots kind of thing, but we'll see. Happy birthday. Throne or Everbloom, those are the healer trinket dungeons. They are. I do also kind of want to work on my score too, though. I don't know why, but let me see. Maybe just because it's like good practice at all the different dungeons too. We're like getting our feet wet here. Let me see if I can find a Galakrond's Fall. So dungeons, find a group. Fall, I suppose. And then looking for like an 11 would be good. There's 2 11s that need healers. Is this a hard dungeon to heal? Is there a reason these groups are missing healers? Say hi. Hi. It's me. You priest. I'm on my way. Unless they were waiting and have a summon ready or something. Nah, just take a flight path out there. A lot of AoE, slime trash, no joke. What is the easiest Mythic Plus this season? What dungeon is the new, I don't know. What was it last time? So Fall is the second half. Right? Well, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Tall's pretty nice. Dragon's hard to heal. Fall's the first half. Okay. Well, that means I don't have to do the runny thing. So we've got Chronocar, Timeways, Blighted Galakron, and then Iridicron. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is fun. I like this dungeon. It'll be good. It'll be good. No zoomy dodging. Although, did you see me yesterday? I did it. I did it. Wait, Chris, pretty easy? Vault of the Wardens is pretty easy now. Is Vault of the Wardens in the Mythic Plus season? Because we also have Blackrock Hold and we have Darkheart Thicket. I feel like Darkheart Thicket's not bad. Am I mistaken in that? You're a real gamer now. Am I helping? I hope I'm helping. I don't think I've helped yet. I'm right here. I'm right here. And then I think I'm happy with my spec. Paladins, Hunters. If the Hunter's on top of it, I shouldn't need Shackle as well. I kind of don't know what I drop for it. Like that, maybe. Honestly, I'm not really remembering to fave for damage reduction anyway, so I'll take that just to get a little extra emergency CC. So I'll have Dominate, and then I'll put Shackle on. What kind of button do I not really use here? I guess Zero doesn't even have keybind on it. Alright, I'm gonna zone in. Did this place in a 17, it was rocking me. Did it on a 5, had a blast. This should be just an 11. So somewhere in between those two things. Miss Gambit, love to see that one pop up in next X-Pax rotation. Yeah, I don't feel like I spent enough time in Tazavesh. Those were good dungeons. So I'm gonna drop a Feasty. I have my food buff, but maybe somebody else would like one. You'll have a rockin' blast. Tazavesh was excellent. Oh, we lost somebody. Better now than before when it starts. All the Mythic Plus I've done, Karazhan was the worst. What did I not like? I just don't like long ones. I would get kind of exhausted whenever I would enter like the other side in Shadowlands. Spires of Ascension kind of stressed me out too. I don't really know why. Tyranid Scythe was nice. Siege of Borealis. I hated Siege of Borealis, but that's because I learned it way too late, so I never really properly learned it. And I never felt really confident in the mechanics. So I was always stressed in that one because I never felt like I was in control of whether I lived or died. It was just a question of, do I get lucky enough to not accidentally mess this up? Taz Gambit with the Murlocs with someone's Cruel April Fools that went too far. Oh, there were some amazing Murloc pulls there. Why did the Murlocs run? Listen, they're not known for their bravery. We got food. I mean, I'm ready, but like, our hunter's not here. 3-day buff. Vantis Rune Volcaros. We Vantis Rune Heroic Volcaros when we were for raid this week. What did he say? You don't want to know. Kroby is huge. She's so much taller than me. I want to change my transmog. I like this set, and I've enjoyed kind of starting my healing season in my favorite robe, but I want to wear something different after this. Time for a new outfit. Dislike that they broke the chromie wicker. My eyes aren't that good. Still very hard to see for me. The hats are at least bigger. Hey, he's here. Oh, the feast despawned. They just put on a spectral flask of power. Isn't that a Shadowlands flask? 70. The hats are huge now. Good luck on this dungeon. Thank you. It's, I'm gonna do my best, and it's also, not my key, so I'm not saying it's not my problem, but I'm saying we're not going to stress about it too much. Although even when it is my key, like, it's just a key, you can always fix it. We'll be fine. Flabby is the pug vetter. Whenever I'm pugging with Flabby, I let him pick the groups because he has, like, the spidey sense of which ones the really smooth ones are gonna be.
5,
I just kind of join groups at complete total random, and I tend to have a lot of fun. I'm out here making memories. I am meeting people. Hope everyone's doing good today. That's how you make memories. Yep, sure is. Oh my god, I'm kind of losing it at the name ABC Depressed. I don't know if it's supposed to be funny, but it's doing it for me. Okay, all right.
Watch your step. Crowd control. Watch your step. Crowd control. Watch your step. Crowd control. Watch your step.
So the Ret Paladin cranks. That's what I've learned from this so far. Friend of the Crummels. What's your lucky do? It's like my favorite viral YouTube song in the whole world.
Spread.
3, 2, 1.
Watch your step. Spread. Spread.
3, 2, 1.
Watch your step.
I've learned that I need to do more damage. Yes, the only Altar of Decay is inside of Brackenhide. I don't know if it's soloable yet. People tend to queue up like a normal or a heroic on them and just kind of run it real quick. It is awful. It's no good at all. I looked at all the things that I could make with the Altar of Decay and I thought, what if I just didn't and I've pretended the thing doesn't exist for this entire expansion? It's my strat.
Dispel.
3, 2, 1.
I'm a deer. I'm a deer with some wings. I'm Pegasus. What is that? Arcane damage done.
Shockwave.
Shot. That way. I need to pay a little more attention with my eyes. Sometimes you just kind of listen to the game and that doesn't help you very much with dodging things. Tunnel vision, you know?
2, 1.
I'm just so comfy. Saturday.
Shockwave.
Me play League. Finding guild is easy. It's hard because random people that you don't know yet are a total mixed bag. Sometimes even more so on the internet. And you don't really know exactly what you're getting into until you've gotten into it. The good news is it's pretty low lift to get out of something if it's not a good fit, as you've found. But yeah, finding your people is miserable. Especially because a lot of groups that are healthy and not toxic are closed because the way they stay healthy and not toxic is by not adding randoms. So when you are effectively a random to other people, you're going to have a hard time getting into those good groups. Oh dear lord. There's a frontal there. See, look, now we're using Apotheosis on cooldown. It's great. I've been admittedly a little slow on getting the incorporeals.
3, 2,
I've been
1.
preoccupied. I don't know what Holy Priest gameplay was like, but I did not think it was this. Alright, so I want to stay in the slow one, if at all possible. And then get in the fast one for the dispel. And dispel people when they're in the fast one. That's the gist of it.
Watch your.
And then dodge the things on the borders. Alright, so you.
Watch your.
I've done this in the wrong order. It's okay though, it works out.
Target you. Watch your.
We did it! Saberclaw, thank you for the 37-month resub. Hi Hazel and chat, thanks for your weekend vids and boss guides. Can't wait for the follower dungeon so I can practice specs I don't know, such as all healers. But can you imagine someone's gonna start a meta? Who can speedrun these the fastest? Oh man. Boss is chaotic, I hate that boss so much. Easier as ranged. Yeah, that boss is much easier as ranged, for sure. I'd argue it's even easier when you're healing, assuming that it's going okay, because, I don't know, I don't have the energy to keep up with the damage rotation during that fight. I'm in combat, is that normal? I guess we'll fight this guy and then it'll be okay.
Watch your step. AOE
Did you ever
incoming.
see that meme of
2,
healers or ranged versus melee on Halandris? It was like a YouTube video meme that
Watch your
Flavie
step.
showed me that I guess was probably popular like back during Halandris, but I just saw it like this week and I thought it was really good. I don't know what you would Google to find it, but I imagined ranged versus melee Halandris on YouTube. It cheered me up a lot. Like the super sweaty melee guy. Yeah, that's exactly the one I'm thinking of. I am not able to mount up. Why am I stuck in combat? What do I do?
3, 2, 1. Three, two, one.
Because I was in combat that entire platform. Like, I haven't been able to mount this entire time. This is ominous. Plumber is the add-on for Emerald Bounties. Do I have to kill this one, I guess?
Three, two, one.
Fade's not like a feign death, it's just a threat drop, not a threat reset. Combat bug, just die. I guess so. Alright, yeah, ported me ahead. Weird. That was frustrating.
Watch your step.
Three, two, one.
Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step.
Three, two, one.
Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step. Shockwave.
Look at that. They know what they're doing.
Three, two, one.
Watch your step. AOE incoming. Watch your step. Shockwave. Watch your step. Target you.
3, 2, 1.
Watch your step. Breath incoming. Breath incoming.
3, 2, 1.
There we go. Another boss down. Seeing Hazel with a beanie makes me so jealous. It's 100 degrees here, sweating like a sinner in church. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm on a beanie rotation. I have 3 of them, so I could wear a beanie every day and not have to wear one more than like every 3rd day. This makes me want to heal more. It's fun. It's really fun. Oh, I didn't get any better water. This trash is, from what I remember, atrocious. Let's
Watch
see
your
here.
step. Crowd control.
It's just like a big game of whack-a-mole is really the essence of healing. And I guess I just like whack-a-mole. And different classes all do it in different ways. And they're all kind of
Crowd
fun.
control.
I'm just kind of getting the hang again of how Holy Priest works. And it does feel different from dungeons to raids.
3,
I kind of prefer dungeons because I'm not good at placing Sanctify. And I'm not good at placing Sanctify in raid and optimizing it. And that's a big part of doing really good healing in raid
Watch your step.
right now. Is like Sanctify and Sanctify cooldown reduction and like, you know, getting those prayer of healings during your apotheosis with that circle of healing buff to make them cheaper. And like, I'm just not great at optimizing that yet. Mind you, it's been 1 week, but like, this is a little bit more single targety, and it's a lot easier to just dump a blue button to top somebody than it is to try and figure out where everybody's standing. So I think
Watch your
I'm enjoying
step.
Mythic Plus a little bit more. Are the beanies holding up? Heard about them obliterating leather headset bands. Beanies? Or my hair? I think my hat.
Watch your
Oh, what have I
step.
done? And my hair and my headset have all been okay. They've all been fine. Rep Pally's blasted, yeah. Great job making healers feel different, IMO. People using Lust in this corridor. I don't blame them. It's ugly.
Watch
Oh,
your
we got all our
step.
trash done. That's nice.
Three, two, one.
Help soak.
Sometimes I forget to heal Chromie. And I just have to hope that she gets enough healing from my AoE healing. But I remembered that time. I got her back. That's my girl.
Three, two, one.
I never did fix that Waycore, by the way.
Breath
Not that it's
incoming.
like a huge problem, but it's also
Spread.
not ideal.
Find shelter.
Oh, it's me.
3, 2, 1.
I'll get it. Oh, they got it. Good, good, good. I can see how this could get kind of spicy on higher keys, but the nice thing is it like forces a stack. Yeah, it's good. It forces a stack, so like you're in your best possible setup for healing. Me. Cool. How did we do? We +3'd it. That's nice. That actually surprises me a bit. I don't know why. I guess because of my death and stuff. There you go. Got myself a little extra rating. GG. Appreciate it. Some flight stones or something. Flight stones really isn't bad. But yeah, that fight really wasn't bad at all. I think that on like a 17 I'm going to be singing a different tune, but the basics of it aren't too tough. Hi, Hazel Floyd here now. Hello! Morning, hope all is well. Good morning. Going good, going good. I'm having like a real cozy morning heal, just hanging out and healing keys. I've been picking them out of Group Finder to bolster up the weak points of my Mythic Plus rating. So now, up to 1100. Now my new lowest key is a Waycrest, followed by a Blackrook Hold, but we're getting rid of those 0s and 2s. Watched all your boss guides. No Frat Guide out yet, though? No, not yet. Not yet. I'm working on it. Downloaded your voice pack DBM, and I love it. Well, thank you. Moose on air now, or we riot. Kitty cat's sleeping. They did visit last night. And he sniffed her, and she went, and then he went, oh. And then he, like, lay down, which was good, which is what we want. I just want to tear down the gate and just have them with each other, and I probably could, but, like, Kitty's delicate. She's sensitive right now. I need her to eat more. And I don't want to stress her out too much with the dog. But I also think she would be she'd be happier if she could have like her whole run of the house back. And she doesn't seem scared of the dog. She just doesn't want him to like touch her. She thinks it's fine as long as he leaves her alone, which is what he just has to learn to do. He's really friendly. He wants to play with everybody. Had to buff Farak and Haruk and Mythic already. What do they do for the anniversary? 19% experience and rep boost, a new mount, a new pet. That was the new stuff. He has boy germs. He's such a big, snuggly baby. He likes his new ball that I got for him. He also degloved the leg of one of his toys, so I had to like snip off part of it, and we're looking at a possible leg amputation on one of his toys. I think that toy might be reaching the end of its lifespan. But he loves them so much. It's hard to let go of them when he's like, but Mom, my heron, honk honk. Play with everyone and eat dirt. Do you love the Mount Flavor Texas deer? Yeah. Okay. Pre-made dungeons and raids. Waycrest Manor, huh? Anything in like, again, these kind of like 11-ish range. 12 maybe? That's a 13. And I could do a 13, but like, I'm not trying to get too excited here. Oh good, one of the 12s wants me. Okay, I'll head out there. Almost a moose! What a tank name, holy moly. Pre-made Group Finder is the Dungeon Finder add-on. Oh yeah, I wanted some Dragon Spittle. Things that you say before heading to dungeons. Dragon Spittle. Delicious Dragon Spittle. 285k mana. Yeah, it is better. It is better. Give me like 40 of that. I want 2 stacks. That's my water for the expansion. You know, hearing the word leg amputation when doing something else really did get my attention. I was worried I'd gone too hard with degloving. I'm trying to hold off on buying him any toys right now because Christmas is coming up. And I know I'm gonna want to buy the boy toys for Christmas, so I'm trying to, like, kind of not get ahead of myself. But he's kind of chomping through his toys. I need to buy sturdier ones next time. He likes destroying the Drustvar. Decent gear drop for the keys? Not really yet. I've had, I got an offhand. I got a champion offhand. But, largely not anything too crazy. Oh yeah, I forgot I was going to change transmogs. This is very important. Oh, where's the bucket? I have a bucket. She needs that to hold the bits and pieces. There we go. Nomish liquid apparatus transfer. And then this just for now. I'll find a better wand later. Oh, don't jump off that mountain. I almost died. Plushie Holden looks cute. This is Jerome. He's not like a WoW thing. He's just a squishmallow, but cozy, you know. Mythic Plus add-on is pre-made group finder. At least not a big parrot. They obliterate everything. Better for Christmas special. I'm a big fan of Rudolph, but that's because I don't really have any Charlie Brown nostalgia. I think that if I had any emotional connection to the Charlie Brown franchise in any way, that would be the better one. Scatterome, thank you for the 53-month resub. I love the Rudolph one though. The one with the dentist. Good grief. And then she thinks I'm cute. That one. That's the best one. I bought it so I can watch it every year without having to wait for it to come on TV. Hey everyone, hope you're having a great day. Yukon Cordelius. Yeah. Exactly. Precisely. Good stuff, good stuff. I guess I have time while I wait for people to get here. Oh no, someone's here. I was gonna say, I have time to... Oh, it's another gnome! Micrometer. Gnome gang. Drustvar, Timeways, Seat of the Aspects. Kong dog toys, indestructible. Yeah, and he has rubber toys, but what he wants to chew on is fabric, which is the hard thing because that's the stuff he can destroy. He wants to shred. He likes to dismantle things. He does this with wood too. He'll take a stick, and he doesn't want to eat the stick, which is shocking because he eats dirt. He just wants to shred it into lots of little bits, which I generally don't let him do because it splinters, but that's mainly his dream in life, is to take big things and make them into smaller things. If you can't shred them, then he's not having as much fun. Okay. My brethren, to make a dirt and stick salad. Personal wood chipper. He missed his calling as a beaver. Here, I'm gonna check a feast. Top up my Tepid Versa. I never did have to use my my shackle. I don't think I'll need it. You could have named him Beaver. That was exciting me for some reason. Hey, Beaver, come over here. I could have. But then you wouldn't be my Mr. Moosey Moo. My Moo Moo. Took apart so many of those retractable tape measures when I was a kid. I was always scared of those. They seem dangerous. Taking a break at work, figured I'd come watch my favorite PvE streamer. Oh, hello! Welcome, welcome. Is that me? I am PvE Hazel. Today. Oh man, the heating pad is like top notch. The tank is taking a second before we start, so I'm just gonna reheat my hands. I think I'm too risk averse to actually have like a fireplace that I use in my home one day. But I can so imagine Moose just snoozing in front of a fireplace. He would look magnificent. He's getting so pretty. His fur's changing so much as he gets older. He's changing colors. He's morphing. He when he was a baby nugget, he just looked like a German Shepherd puppy, and the bigger he gets, the more you can see the Malamute in him. And he's so pretty. He's got such beautiful fur, and he's got such big floppy ears. And he kind of like sniffs your face and then boops you with his nose. And then sometimes he'll lick your nose and be like, hey. Big TV, have a loop of a fireplace and his bed in front of it. I haven't figured out where his bed's gonna go in here because he has to have a bed in every room, right? Obviously. He has 2 beds in the living room because sometimes he wants to be by the kitchen and sometimes he wants to be by the couch. And, you know, eventually when him and the cat are fully commingled, I'll want to have a bed in here so he can hang out with me when I'm streaming if he wants to. But I haven't figured out where it's going to go. The room's not all that big. And I used to think that one day when I move, then I'll have lots of room. And it's occurring to me that I might not move into a place that's much bigger than this one. So Mr. Moose might just have to go there. Just right behind me. I let him on the couch. Yeah. I have a couch cover to make it easier to clean the couch because he does get things dirty. So I have a cover for the furniture that he's allowed onto that I can just chuck in the wash to save the upholstery. But the couch, if anything, it's his bed. Like, I make it up as a bed for him at night. Like, he likes the blanket. I have this big white fuzzy blanket that I'll fold and I'll spread out for him, and then I'll fold up the edge of it to be kind of like a pillow on one side, and he'll sleep on there at night. So I have to make sure to make his bed for him every night because I'm extra. And then sometimes he'll jump up on the couch when we're up on the couch and he'll hang out. Where'd you get your shirt? It's fire. Where did I get this one? Did I thrift this one? No. Vintage? Maybe. It's secondhand for sure. It's an old one. Oh, good. I'm so happy there's another gnome in this group. My people. Beautiful fireplace screen with a giant peacock on it. Tips of his tail have pretty gems on it that sparkle when a fire is lit. Oh. Maybe it's a seasonal thing, winter coat lighter? Yeah, maybe. His face changed color, though. He had a black face, and now it's tan. Apparently that's not unusual with Shepherd mix puppies. We met, like, a completely tan dog once, and the woman with him was like, oh, hey, mine looked like that when it was a baby. And I'm like, really? It's a complete change of color. Oh, what a pull. What a pull. Okay. Still kind of getting the hang of the trash in this place again. I only found out very recently that there are like candles that the witches like to stand on that do things that you want to pull them out of. That was complete and utter news to me. Also, those look like grenades. Oh no! Oh, I watched that happen in slow motion. Oh, they're back. They're back. Oh man, that was funny and unfortunate and funny. Kind of an I'm glad it's not me sort of thing. Holy. Cheese and crackers. That was brutal. Please no, we're not going to discuss the gameplay of any of my group members. They're just pugs. Not to diminish them, but like they're not trying to be they're not trying to be famous. Everyone's doing fine. We're all doing keys. We're not gonna shade any anybody's throughput. I'm just keeping an eye on it so I can spread out the PI love. See, making memories. I was looking at those grenades and I'm like, I wonder how bad those hurt, and then I found out. Frost Major Frost Orb Blizzard still pulls through walls and floor. Good stuff, good stuff. Woohoo. trinket is fire.
Three, two.
Alright, so there's some thingies
one.
spawning. I can't see them behind all of that. I hope people are on it. 2 people got destabilized. That was a bit strange. Oh, there's one around the corner. And I'm not in line of it. That's what happened. Okay. Yeah, it's my Pinch of Dream Magic trinket. It's just an adventurer trinket from the Emerald Dream Zone. I'll replace it as soon as I get like a proper dungeon or raid trinket. But it's pretty cool looking.
Three, two, one.
Oh my goodness, I'm oom. I just need to drink after this. Like, I have a mana pot I can use, and I guess I will just for safety, but like, holy. Where's my dragon spittle? I just bought a bunch of it. There it is. I've never run out of mana in my life. Although that was 140k, so maybe that's why. That was just a lot of damage. Alright. Thank you. I appreciate that they waited.
Three, two, one.
Yeah, the JC and the alchemy trinkets are actually both not bad for me. I don't know why I don't want them. I think they're kind of boring. I don't know why getting like a stat stick trinket from a dungeon is less boring to me. Maybe just because I get more excited when it drops. But that is kind of my backup plan if I just can't get anything. Let's do that.
Watch your step.
Three, two, one.
Shockwave. Killads. Watch your step.
I could do this all day. I'm having so much fun. I mean, it's Saturday. I could do this all day. Plus, I like pugging keys. I actually do. You see strats and pulls and roots that you don't normally see. Plus, I feel like when I do get back to playing with my normal groups, I'm going to have a little bit more experience. I'm not going to be quite so lost. They won't need to put so much work in catching me up. Okay, alright. To speed. Yeah, that.
Watch your step.
Oh, I see.
Watch your step.
Do I see? Is that avoidable? I'm gonna wings myself because
Watch
Infected
your
Thorn really hurts. And you only have so many dispels.
Three,
Watch your
And it's a
step.
disease, so I can't MD it. What it needs is interrupts. But sometimes that's tough on like big pulls that get
Watch
really
your
hectic.
step.
How bad is PI?
Watch your step.
I mean, it still helps. It's a 20% haste. Not that many people will say no thank you. I still have a lot of fun pressing it. But I don't follow tuning super closely.
3, 2,
So I often won't notice when they've nerfed or buffed something unless somebody tells me that they've nerfed or buffed it. I like to live in blissful ignorance. The keys always seem to get done. The raid gets cleared. Life goes on. Oh, I forgot to press it. I was talking so much about PI, I didn't use it. There you go. I'm helping.
3, 2, 1.
The thing that helped me with healing anxiety, and this is not useful or good advice, might be good advice, it's not very useful, is to just do a ton of healing. Raw exposure. My body only has so much anxiety juice available, and once I've poured all that juice out in a given activity enough times, eventually it's like, okay, this is a waste of my anxiety juice. I'm gonna save it for like tax time. Just play whatever you want. So just by raw exposure and doing it enough and putting just hours and hours and hours in, eventually the anxiety center is like, you know what, never mind. She's not gonna stop, so I guess we're just gonna stop tormenting her. That is also how I managed to heal arenas without melting from the inside out, or at least low-level arenas or casual arenas, is just exposure. You just do it enough, and then your body eventually realizes you're not going to die.
Shockwave.
But like I said, not very helpful because it's like, yeah, just go
Shockwave.
put 1,000 hours in, you know, real quick. You can do it by Thursday.
Shockwave. Shockwave.
Anxiety for me is a very physical thing, and the best way for me
Shockwave.
to
3, 2,
convince my body that it does not need to have this intense physical response is to just put it through it enough times that it realizes that it's being a little bit silly. Because whatever outcome it was fearing doesn't come to pass because I'm just healing a dungeon. I'm not like skydiving. Maybe that was a bad example. People skydive.
Shockwave.
Obviously that doesn't help very much getting started because it's scary.
Shockwave.
Owie, edge hurts.
3, 2,
Some people say skydiving is safer than Mythic Plus. I bet you there are people out in the world that would rather jump off a plane than like heal or tank a high key. There must be people like that. It's just whatever you're used to. Those people are probably they probably like jumping out of planes. Would totally try skydiving. I think I don't want to try skydiving because I don't want to not like it and be traumatized. And I also don't want to like it and then be addicted. I'm not somebody that's proven to have a ton of control in my life with on-demand peak experiences. So sometimes it's better if I just don't drink the Kool-Aid in the first place. And then I'll never know what I'm missing. Infected thorn. So there's one. Another one. Skydiving is way more fun, just expensive.
Keep moving. Spread.
Anyone over the age of 5 drink Kool-Aid. It's harder to want to once you've seen exactly how much sugar goes into it.
1.
I found a bunch of things were kind of ruined that way for me. Like, once I saw it being prepared, I was like, oh no. Bad feelings about that. One sec. I was the same way with gas station coffee. Like not the coffee, but like the pre-made, like the vanilla latte or caramel cappuccino kind of stuff. As well as slushies. I don't mess with those anymore because I've seen the packets that go into them and it just didn't feel like something I wanted. Are you M controlled? You're M controlled. Oh, you're diseased. Oh, I'm so sorry. I can fix that. There we go.
Keep moving. Spread.
3, 2, 1.
Heal to full.
I don't know much about the other healing specs. I can only speak to Holy Priest. I like Holy Priest because it's pretty straightforward, but I haven't played the rest of them, so I wouldn't know. Skydiving stream coming soon. Oh, man. That would be weird. I feel like, you know how as you're a kid and you would see one of your teachers outside of school and you were like, that's strange. You don't exist in this environment. What are you doing here? You're ruining my immersion.
Shockwave.
I feel like that would be seeing me stream outside of my normal desk. I know I did baking streams years and years ago, but
Shockwave.
I don't know. We do what we do. I don't know where those cleaves are coming from. I can't see a thing. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this.
Shockwave.
Shockwave to there.
Shockwave. Shockwave.
Monastery or manor might be great thematically, but the small hallways. I'm finding it a bit difficult to see in the dark, but I think that has more to do with the glare from my streaming light than anything else. I've never quite managed to navigate that properly. It's not so bad if I turn up my monitor brightness. And maybe I just don't have my monitor brightness on high enough because I had it turned down, because if it's too high when I'm recording, then I get big monitor reflections in my glasses, and it's a whole thing. Did we do this one? Alright, I've done this one once this season, so I've remembered that you have to get away from people before you dispel the disease thingy, and you have to let them get away from each other.
3, 2, 1.
Advice for new cat owners, mine literally went and peed in the toaster this morning. Super innocent about it. That is a situation I have never heard of. I'm not any kind of like an animal expert or a vet. I just have a cat. My advice is always just researching general cat behavior, body language, motivations, needs, things like that. So that you can get to know your cat better, get to know what they're trying to tell you, respect their boundaries, provide for their needs, etc., etc. That always goes a long way. But I don't know if that will help you figure out why they've done that to your toaster. Sometimes they're just kind of a wild card. Sometimes things just happen. Switch to a toaster oven, pulls the little door open. I see, I see. He's an autonomous cat. Friends' cats figured out how to open the fridge years ago, and now they have a child lock on it. That's incredible. The day's gonna come when I'm gonna regret teaching Moose how to open drawers.
3, 2, 1.
Probably regret teaching the joys of ripping fabric. Listen, he taught himself that. I just chose to allow him to indulge himself on appropriate fabric items. My policy has been picking my battles. With him. Some things are worth fighting and some things are not. But I'm learning as I go. Okie dokie.
Three, two, one.
AOE incoming.
Did we kill an ad? I don't think we have yet. I don't think we're gonna. Yeah. All done? Trash? Ah, we're all done. That's good. I've had to backtrack on this one at least once to go get more trash. No luck there. But I got 74 extra rating, which is nice. I'm up to 1183. And I started today at like 700 and something, so I'm pretty happy with that. Want to do the 15? Oh, it's a thicket 15. I'm down. Cat's Jupiter is both a gentleman and a goblin. He wipes his paws off on the carpet before sitting down to drink water. But then anytime one of the other cats is using the litter box, that's when he decides to play with them. Oh, man. Think it's an easier dungeon? Make it look easy. Oh. It's not too bad. I'm not any kind of a pro, though. Press buttons, hope for best. 15 for the second half of Dawn. Not convinced I want to try it this week. Listen, the worst thing that can happen is learning. But you kind of have to be in the right mood for it. Get the right people. On the menu with my buddy tonight. Nice. Learning a lot of repair bills. Yeah. Thicket, huh? I guess I should take a second while they're putting the group together. One sec. I kind of want to tell this DK that my puppy's name is Moose. I wonder if he's gonna do the same thing where he's like in tank spec, but then if anybody else joins the tank, he's like, "You want a tank?" Volshara for Darkheart Thicket. I guess he's a High Mountain Tauren, so that's where the name comes from. Trying a 22 Seed of the Triumvirate back in Legion. Learn a lot, but heavens help me, those repair bills will haunt my nightmares. I always end up with like some existential like crisis whenever I'm doing a key that's that hard. Because especially if I feel like I'm the bottleneck, we'll be like halfway through pulls and we'll be progressing on like this key boss and I'll be like, what if I don't have it in me? What if I'm not enough? And I'm like, you know, doing the most, trying to squeeze out the bit of healing or whatever it is that we need to get through that boss. It was, we did a really early Vortex Pinnacle last season on Tyrannical before they nerfed everything that was higher than we were geared for. And we were progressing on the last boss of it for a while. Holy moly. Some dungeons that should never come back, and Seed is one of those. I barely remember the mechanics in there. I did a dungeon guide for it, so I must have looked it up at some point. So my Darkheart Thicket was I've done this on a 8 actually, so this is going to be a big boost to my score if we can time it. Or even just finish it in a reasonable amount of time. I'm gonna ride my Crimson Shardhide in here. It's not very thickety, but it matches the color scheme at least. So many dungeons, only so much RAM to remember them all. Dragonflight's better than Shadowlands. Love your vids. Keep up the good work. Thank you very, very much. Larry breaking a wall, the guy with the pets, and then like a dark Naru looking thing. Something like that. Yeah. Oh, I'm a little nervous about this one. Do I understand these fights? Let me see. Home. Dungeons. Current season. Darkheart Thicket. This guy. This guy. Oh, I don't know. Drossaron has like the knockback and the eggs and stuff. I need to look up the first guy in Everbloom before I like do it again. I don't trust myself with that one. Pats and Seed were terrifying. They weren't as easy to stack super high score to stars. I know the stack with a buddy mechanic for the end of that one. Avoid being in front of Gladealis. Heal targets to 90% health. Don't be in front of Oakheart. Heal damage. Don't touch Aggies. And stack with friends. Okay. So we're going to do that. I'm going to do this. Look at my sweet gnome transmog. Do I have a Nightmare Whelp? I love the Nightmare Whelp. It was one of my favorite plushies for a while. Nightmare Whelpling. That's mine. Matches.
Five,
Turning my heat back on.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I have a tendency to Trash seems to come out of nowhere in this place. I actually don't know if that's a... Okay, that's an AUG. I don't want it. So me and the AUG are just boosting these guys. Powering them up.
Three, two, one.
Charging. Move.
Okay, so it's the Razor Beak that charges. That's the first time I've ever actually seen that properly. See if I can see where it's going next time.
Charging. Move.
Left, okay. Pardon me.
Charging. Move.
Oh,
Three,
oopsies.
two,
There's two of them.
one.
Wow, that hunter's fast. Like that. PI'd way too late. Way too late. Big mess.
Watch your feet.
Three,
Pop dim cooldown.
two, one.
Thanks, guys. That's so satisfying. I forgot how much I loved having the big blue button. Holy Word Serenity is like a happiness button. You see somebody at half health and you're just like, no, you will live. It's amazing. And then when you have like Apotheosis and a bunch of like procs to crank out flash heals and you get it like right back and you're just slamming them out. These bears hurt. I think this pull sucks.
Three, two, one.
Tried to him for a second. I don't think I'm specced into it. Ow, 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 ow. Alright. I need something to change. We have 5 stacks of that. It's not pretty. That's gonna be a problem.
3,
If
2,
he could not do that again,
1.
that would be great. That's just spew corruption, that's okay. Uh-oh.
Watch your feet.
Wahaha! Also, that DK does big healing. Spirits are doing their best, okay? They hurt! Okay, so don't be in front of him and then top people when they get the thingy on him.
Run away. Target you.
Three, two, one.
Ah, that's the thing you want to not be in front of.
Run away.
I see.
Run away. Run away.
Oh my gosh, running over all of the garbage in the ground. That's not right. Trees!
3, 2, 1.
Run away.
Is that one gonna be a problem? Alright. Hate healing TKs. I sometimes try to have their runic power as a power bar on my UI. I don't have it up right now. If I'm doing like a really high key with one of them, I'll keep an eye on that so that I can count their runic power as basically part of their health bar.
Watch your step.
Because with a decent DK, that's going to be how that works. But sometimes you just hope for the best.
3, 2, 1.
Watch your step. Watch your feet.
Oh, we have Sanguine now, too. I just now noticed that we have Sanguine. It's only one boss in, right?
Watch your step.
That's not that unreasonable. Ret Pally, LA Shaman. Ret Pally. No reasons given.
Watch your step.
2, 1.
Something, let Ellie die in peace. Which isn't a real thing, it's just a meme. Ellie's fine, I'm sure.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
Three, 2, 1.
Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step.
I want my tier set. I want to play with it. So far, I have no pieces.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
And I guess it's good for me to get some practice just
2,
like this before
1.
I get the stuff.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
Very long pole, eh? Is it just because of the sanguine, or does this stuff always suck? Pet health low.
Watch your
I don't have a
step.
frame for their pet.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
Oh, the keeper's healing the plants. I see.
Watch your
I
step.
see.
2, 1.
Man, look, Power Infusion's back. Imagine that.
Watch your step.
Live and learn, eh?
Watch your step.
Yeah, I didn't know that. It, it tracks, though. It's like, wow, the sanguine really sucks. It's the keepers.
Watch your step.
Three, two.
Part of the
1.
Mythic Plus rotation? Yes. Yeah, there's like a mix of old
Watch your
dungeons.
step.
The only Dragonflight ones are the two halves of Dawn of the Infinites. We've also got Darkheart Thicket, Blackrock Hold, Waycrest Manor, Italdazar, Throne of Tides, Everbloom. Everbloom always makes me think of Everglow, and then that one song that was always stuck in my head like 3 years ago. Nightmare Dwellers. Do you think this is gonna hurt? One way to find out. I don't know what those channeling beads are all about. Oh, they're fears. Oh dear. Okay, what am I gonna do here? I'm gonna do this, and this,
Watch your feet.
and then dispel that, and then help them, and then health pot, and then help them, and then if we've got apotheosis, we can do it again. We can do it again. And then with that, we're gonna go with the single target heals. Heals. So there's something that needs to be interrupted, maybe? I don't have a stop right now. Perhaps I should. Are we getting destabilized? Yes. yes, we
Dispel.
are. We're kind of in trouble. Oh dear. Come on.
3, 2, 1.
Super late, probably unnecessary power infusion because I'm scared. It must be if it finishes that channel
Watch your feet.
or something like that. Could have sworn Grimbatol. Yeah, I thought that was... You're right, I also have that same memory. What happened? Jealous of your mana management skills? Oh,
Watch your
shucks.
step.
I don't know that I have them. Sometimes in an emergency, you're just gonna be in trouble. And you just gotta kind of use it.
3, 2, 1.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
Three, two, one.
Watch your step.
My bad. My bad. Dungeon Journal told me not to do that. They just said that targets of crushing grip take a lot of
Watch your
damage.
step.
Thank you.
3,
Yeah, the keys ramp up in
1.
difficulty pretty good. Man, being able to pre-trap one of those things is pretty cool. Oh, eyes on the screen, Hazel. Eyes on the screen. I don't know what happened, but it hurt. Oh, my hips. Oops. Try and bring them up to the tank. Forgot they did that. This is a little bit of a trial by fire for me. At least we have a class that can
2,
res.
1.
After the bursters, anyway. I don't miss flash concentration, no. I don't really like buff juggling. I find it's just kind of like a annoying busy work. And it's if I drop it, it feels bad, but I don't feel especially good for keeping it up. It was, yeah, not my favorite. Being a little messy in here. So I need to watch out for the frontal charge on the big red elemental because it does a knockback that could knock me into dragon eggs and also just absolutely nuke me. So that thing, the Fury. So I'm gonna go stand behind it with all these other people. Unfortunately, it doesn't have much in a way of a face. Although, does it pick a random direction? No. Okay.
Watch your feet.
3, 2, 1.
I don't think I really miss anything from anything that was left behind after Shadowlands. Like, the major things I remember were Flash Concentration and then Boon of the Ascended. I did not like Boon of the Ascended. It looked cool, but it took way too many globals, and there was never really a good time to use it, because when you wanted to use it for the damage and the healing, you also kind of needed those globals for like other stuff, or at least that's how I felt about it. So I'm kind of happy to not mess with that anymore. I always really liked I liked the Harmonious Apparatus era. I was wearing Harmonious Apparatus in the first tier in Nathria. And that was great fun. I got such juicy selvas on Sledge Fist in Nathria. It was beautiful. And this is a lot more similar to that. Not necessarily to the extent of resetting selvas. Now that they've kind of nerfed that a little bit, but like it's still the main throughput of the gameplay feels a bit similar. I have I'm a messy walker. I just trip on whelps. I wonder if we can time this. 2 bosses in a hallway. Oh. mana. Whoops. Okay. My bad. That's a breath.
Keep moving.
3, 2, 1.
Hee hee. Look at that hunter's damage with an AUG and a PI.
Keep moving.
Three, two, one.
Alright, cool. Okay. I just gotta hold it together for one more corridor and the last boss, and then I can, and then we're cool. Yeah, you can look for Mythic Zeros in the group finder. You might not find them in the key section, unless they're marked as like a 0. But you can list and find groups for those if people are putting them up.
Watch your feet.
This is really fun. I haven't done a lot of dungeons with an AUG yet this
2,
season.
1.
Watch your feet.
Three,
Keys are great, especially with the
2,
new season.
1.
I forgot how much I enjoy this.
Watch your feet.
It's nice having fresh dungeons. I'm so glad they decided to do this thing where they rotate old dungeons so that we can have different things to do every season. I think that's brilliant. I have so much more fun learning new dungeons, or like, you know, quote unquote new dungeons, like kind of dungeons that I sort of remember but not really, every season for something fresh to do. It's incredible. Way better. Owie. Owie. Our fingies. Okay.
Three, two, one.
I'm gonna have to drink again after this. Maybe the AUG can res while I drink.
Watch your feet.
I think we still got this. Yeah, you res, I drink. Yeah. Super engaging, but also intense. Get re excited, they're the best. Yeah. I want to play with my friends. I think I have a key night tomorrow. I think that'll be really fun. I just want to be prepared for it. I would love to have some decent gear. I guess there's no world in which I just trip and get 2-piece because I've done my raid for the week already.
1.
Spread.
Oh yeah.
Three, two, one.
Dispel. Spread.
DBM helps massively for sight reading dungeons.
Three, two, one.
See if I can get the back one here.
Dispel. Stack.
I've been using those Dreamers healing pots. They're good. They're good stuff. Woo! Haha. Nice. We timed it. I got 76 points for that. No loot. But, you know, some flight stones. Always good. My vault's been upgraded. Do I want to reroll my key? I think I could if I wanted to. What's my key? It's a Blackrock hold. I think I should probably run that, yeah. Thanks, guys. What is it? 10 to noon. That's a perfect time for me to drop. GGG's. The white camel is not new, but it's available from Twitch drops right now. It used to be a TCG mount. Wish the warbands would let you group up, start a party with your alts. How cool would that be? AI driven, but it would be so much fun, I think. What if that was the next evolution of these follower dungeons, was being able to run a dungeon with your own alts, but powered by the AI? Do we want that? I don't know. Maybe. It's one of those things that's an idea that I haven't thought through yet. Okay. We'll get any good? I don't think I got one piece of loot in all the dungeons I did today. I got that offhand. Yep, that was it. That was it. Will you be playing SOD? Maybe? I don't know. No tier at all. Healers get tier later. We usually give tier to DPS first, so I'm not expecting to get any from raid for a bit. I was hoping that maybe I would like win one in LFR, which I did not. And then failing that, I could catalyze something, but I'm waiting to see if I can get another piece from something else. If I can get 2k Mythic Plus rating, then I can get one from that. Why prioritize DPS? Something about that being like the strat to progress. It goes DPS and then healers and then tanks. I don't really know why. It's just like the thing, the done thing. Haven't rated in a hot minute. The AI would play better than me. Oh man, my flight stones all good? Yeah, I've got 1,500 of them. I wonder if I could spend them on anything. If I should slam. I guess I'm not really counting on getting a trinket. I mean, you never count on getting a trinket. I was gonna switch out this neck. I think if I swap that neck and I slam some stuff into it. Oh no, I think I'm out of Drake's Crest. I don't think I can slam anything into it. I have any Drake's Crest left? I got 15 of them. Let me see what I can do to that neck. Although then I'm gonna have to buy more sockets, and that's gross. Plus this one is versatility, which is stinky. Max level is 70. 70. Whelpling's Crest. Oh yeah, Whelpling's Crest we should just send. Worm's Crest, or Drake's Crest are like a totally different icon. This thing has decent stats, so I've been kind of like cranking it. I could take the chest to 473. I could use one thing of Drake's Crest and take those Crit Mastery legs up to 457. Gloves are not bad at crit haste. I could have those go. Oh yeah, no, I spent those. That's right. Those are Drake's Crest. I see. Can take my offhand up more. This one's indestructible. It's only a veteran piece though. Otherwise, I would save that for a catalyst and keep the indestructible. How are you today? I'm doing good. I had a lot of fun today on stream. Pugging some keys. We did a bunch of them. I'm quite happy with how that went. I am just about out of time. I gotta go get ready for lunch. I will be back tomorrow morning for our final stream of the week, another cozy weekend morning stream. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I appreciate the company, and I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful, wonderful day.